welcome to Pedicuring 101. I am Professor Janita, and I am so ecstatic to be here with you and to be able to serve you in this capacity. It just warms my heart. All right, so I appreciate each and every last one of you who did your first assignment, which was to go to the link in my bio and click the link in my bio and download Pedicuring 101 syllabus. This is going to make sure that you are equipped to be able to go through this and understand what I'm talking about just from a foundational level. So I encourage you, if you are new and you have not done this, I need you to go back and grab that syllabus. It's going to have what you need to get us jump started. All right, you still have time. This is the first class. So this is what I need you to do. Also, please also check your emails. I sent out some communication just so that I can make sure that you had a supply list and different things of that nature. Again, I want you to get results out of this 4-week accelerated course, and so I want to make sure that you have what you need. All right, so check your emails. I have emailed you at info@paintedpolished.com, so search that out. Sometimes it goes to junk. I'm a real person and I'm here to make sure that you are equipped for sandal-ready season, which is less than 60 days away. So we got work to do. All right, so let's get to it. All right, so now that we have the introductory done out the way, I know you're headed to brunch, so I'm gonna make this, efficient with our time. All right, so I have my notes here, so I'm gonna refer to those, and I want to specifically talk through pedicuring and what it entails. Now, there is a variety of ways to pedicure, but I'm going to tell you what I have seen most effective after working with clients and after doing consultations with people that are from a distance, right? They're my clients from a distance. I have seen that most people have dry, cracking heels, and that is a huge, discomfort for them. They want to correct that. If that is you, I'm going to start with, because that's the most frequently asked question that I get, or frequently issue that people have. I'm going to deal with that first, and then I'm going to deal with toenails. All right, so those are the first two things that we're going to cover in this introductory course. All right. And remember, this is 101. So if you are a beauty professional and you're needing more intricate, lessons, please feel free to reach out to me either via DM or email, info@paintedpolished.com, and I will be happy to let you know of the other courses that I have available. All right, let's get going. So if you're having issues with dry, cracking heels, all right, and or dryness underneath your toes or thickenedness on your great toe, let's talk through that. What I need you to remember is that our bodies is a sponge, basically. So if you think about a sponge, when it is drawn up and it has no moisture in it, has no water in it at all, it is very hard, it is very coarse, right? So when you are dry and your heels are, cracking and different things of that nature, it is because you don't have enough moisture in your skin, and or you don't have the proper moisture. Because I have many people saying, hey, I put on, Professor Janita, I put on Vaseline, I put on these different foot creams, I go and get my feet done every 2 weeks, but I'm still having this issue. The first reason is you're not using quality products, and or quality products are not being used on you, unfortunately, because a lot of our products that are on the shelves are diluted, unfortunately, again. And so we have to correct that. We have to make sure that you're using quality products. We have to make sure that you're using it in the order in which you need to use it from. And here's a thing that I consistently say. If what you are doing is working, please keep doing it. But if it is not working, it is time to do something different so you can get a different result, okay? And the different results comes in when you stop doing what you're doing and pivot. All right. So here's the pivot that I want you to take. I used to soak my clients in a traditional foot basin. All right. Foot spa, whatever you want to call it, right? Different languages, different terminologies, but it means the same thing. I used to soak them in water. I have chosen to stop doing that because a lot of the waters that's coming out of the faucet, at least in my area, has a lot of chemicals in it. You know, they're trying to do their little cleaning process and different things of that nature, and it is drying out the skin. Instead, I'm using a steam method that allows for the water to open up the pores to be able to receive the quality products that I'm going to use. I also have my client, or I'll go through this process with them, and or they'll do it at home. Well, we'll exfoliate their skin first. So what I tell them is, I say, hey, you don't have to buy a steamer. That's not what you have to do, but you can. But if you get in the shower, clean yourself up properly, come out of the shower, exfoliate, then, or you can exfoliate while you're in the shower, but I want you to be careful, okay? There is a slip hazard there. So I typically tell people to sit down on the side of your tub and just take a moment for yourself. This is not going to take longer than 10 minutes, and you deserve 10 minutes, okay? All right. And so you're going to exfoliate your feet. Now, how do you exfoliate your feet? Do I just slap the exfoliation on my feet? No. Okay. You must pay attention to the area that is having the difficulty. All right. So if it's here, I want you to exfoliate here. If it's up here, or if it's all over, if you have dryness all over just because you haven't, had the opportunity to, take the moment and do the self-care routine, you may have to do it, all over your feet just to get it reset. All right. And just to set proper expectations, I typically tell people to give me at least 30 to 90 days to see really big transformation. All right. I don't want to say complete because it's still a journey, but I will say that I have had true results happen in 10 weeks or less for people who actually listen and do what I tell them to do. So I will say that you will get results. You will not stay the same with me. So I'm actually all about the results. So if you follow and listen to what my instructions are, and you use the products in which I tell you to use, and I want to make sure that I preference this and say that if you decide, hey, I'm going to do what you're saying, but I'm going to use these other products, I cannot tell you that you're going to get the same results. But what I can tell you is, if you stop using the cheese grater looking foot file that you're using, or any other thing that is cutting, then you will definitely heal over time, but it's just going to take longer if you don't have the quality products. All right, I digress. Let me get back to the steps. Exfoliation. So you're going to hop in the shower, get cleaned up, and then you're going to exfoliate your feet and or your heels and any other problem areas that is dry. What is that going to do? That is going to help the top layer of your skin to soften up. What happens is we have so much dryness built up that even if you're putting on creams and serums and different things of that nature, nothing is penetrating because that buildup is still at the top. It's not pliable. Remember, we have to make it pliable. The sponge, which is our feet, we have to make it pliable. All right. So what you're going to do is exfoliate. Then after you exfoliate, I want you to dry your feet and dry in between your toes. Make sure you take the towel in between your toes. And I want to make sure that you know that this is the drying process. It's what you need to do every single time that you get out of the shower. All right. Many of you are dealing with difficulties with smelly feet and different things of that nature because you're not doing that piece. All right, so once you have dried your foot, then you're going to go in with the foot cream. Now, when you're using the foot cream, what you want to make sure, just like when you were doing the exfoliation, that you are not missing the areas, that you're just slapping it on there, moving so quickly. Remember, this is self-care, 10 minutes or less. I'm telling you, it doesn't take long to get this process done. And you're going to massage that into your heels and around your feet, all right? Those of you who are dealing with toenails, we'll talk about that, but you want to moisturize around your toenails as well. Once you have completed that step, not before, but once you have completed that step, that's then after you go back in, that's when you go back in and you use the foot file to smooth out the area. So let me slow this down a bit. I highly recommend that you stop using the foot files, especially the cheese-grater ones, completely. Just throw those away. Or any blades or anything that is cutting, shredding your skin, throw it away. I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna keep saying it. Okay? I ain't gonna stop saying it. Throw those away. But some of you are using the a pumice stone and different things of that nature, and you're using it on dry feet, and you're expecting for a result to happen that's not going to really come. Do it in the order in which I have stated so that you can actually get the results that you want, okay? So you're going to exfoliate, you're going to moisturize, and then you smooth and refine. And I am telling you that you will get smoother feet faster because you're smoothing and refining the skin. You are not shredding the skin. What you're doing is allowing your body to heal, because all of those dead cells and all of those scabbing and shredding has basically created a scab on your feet. And that's how you have to look at it. I like to make it simple. When you was a little kid and you were playing outside, you were, running around and you tripped and your knees got scabbed up or got scraped up. Well, that scab had to heal. Yes, it hurted, but the scab had to heal. Once it healed, there was a thickened skin placed over it so that it can heal properly. That's what's happening to your feet. So imagine going back outside, scraping up that same knee every single day, or every 2 weeks, whenever you go to get your feet done. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. So I need you to step it back a bit. I know when you go into the traditional places, I know what they saying, but no, okay? Look, you here with me. No, just because you have been doing something, if it's not getting you the results that you want, we got to switch it up. We got to switch it up. And today's the day we're going to switch it up, and you're going to be sandal-ready. You're going to get the results that you want to get. All right, so that's the first set. That's the first set. That's what you're going to do to recover your heels. All right, and we're starting today. What can you do today? Throw away what you use and that's not working. Yeah. Okay, so now that we got that one part done, let's hop into, now that we got that done, let's hop into toenails, all right? So if you have thickened toenails, many of us are not really sure, where it comes from sometimes and different things of that nature. Thickened toenails can be brought on by many different things. People assume that it is fungal. And so, I want to demystify this and let you know that it's very important that you go and see a podiatrist and or your PCP so that you can get your toenails cultured, and then they will be able to send that off and go and confirm whether or not it is fungal. All right. So I have seen also that there are vitamin deficiencies in people that, have thickened toenails as well. There have been nutritional deficiencies. There is also a psoriasis and different things of that nature that can cause it. There's also people who have impact in their toenails. So maybe they have played sports, maybe they have just a career that requires them to wear a certain type of shoe that can be very impactful to the toenails. So it is a variety of reasons why it is thickened, all right? But if you are having itching, if you are having, yellowing, if you are having those type of symptoms, they do align with fungal. So you can go and get a culture done to rule that out and then they will be able to give you a topical product that will be able to assist you with that. The reason why I'm saying topical and go that route first, even though it may be the route that takes longer, is because if I serve a lot of people who have autoimmune health challenges, and if you're already taking medicine associating with that, there can be some medicines that don't work well together, all right? And so I am very apprehensive about saying take more medication. I really prefer the more natural route of things, okay? Another thing is there are side effects of taking the fungal medicines, okay? So make sure that you consult your doctor before taking it. So if you go see the podiatrist, I encourage you to and they recommend that you take the fungal treatment before you take it. I highly recommend that you talk to your PCP and ensure, and even do your own research and ensure that it aligns, okay? Some of you are treating, and I just know this just because I have service a lot of people who are doing this. Some of you are using fungal treatments and it's not fungal, and it's not getting better because it's not fungal, okay? So I want to make sure that you stay on the right track. So let me give you some cosmetic things that you can do even if you haven't seen a PCP today, right? So let me tell you what you can do. First and foremost, the steps that I just gave you prior to now is going to actually help you with softening your toenails, and it's also going to make it a little bit more pliable to either do a few things. You can, and you saw this in the syllabus in the pre-video if you did your assignment, but I have a file and I have a buffer. Okay, and many people want to go in and they want to just start cutting and different things of that nature. Hold your horses, okay? Slow down. I recommend that you file and or buff to kind of begin to debulk the thickness. If you want to shorten the nails and different things of that nature, because I know several of you they're so thick and long and different things of that nature that it's uncomfortable when you're putting your feet in your shoes. Now, you don't have to use this particular file. This is actually more so for those of you who have just, nails that are not thickened and or just your regular nail file. But there are thicker files that I would recommend that you get. I am going to send out a more detailed list as we progress through these trainings so that I can make sure that you have the supplies that you need. So if you know that that's, thickened toenails is something that you really, really need, go ahead, comment below and just heart this post. I'm going to get more insight, so that way I make sure that you have the supplies. But it's basically a file that is thicker that will allow you to what I call debulk the toenails. Again, you don't have to do surgery. This is not surgery, all right? And oftentimes it can be a little bit uncomfortable for you to do these things. So that's why I'm saying soften the feet, your feet first, and then exfoliate, moisturize, and then it'll make it a lot more pliable to do. Now, will it be 100% right at one setting? No, this is a journey, like I mentioned earlier. So you want to just keep taking the journey. How often should I do this, Professor Janita? I highly recommend that you take this these steps at least every 2 weeks to 4 weeks. All right. Sometimes it does not grow as frequently. Your toenails doesn't grow as frequently or as fast, I should say, as rapidly in the fall winter months as they do in the spring summer months. It's most likely, what I have found doing research is that it's most likely due to the fact that we're drinking more water, getting our fruits in a lot more during that time versus the latter. So, all right, that's that. All right. I'm going to go into more details about toenails and different things of that nature. I even showed you some examples. For those of you who have not downloaded the syllabus, go get that so you can see some examples of what I mean when I'm saying thickened toenails. But it can turn around if you take these steps that I stated. All right. I also wanted to let you know, because I have several of you who have asked me, what kind of foot file, what kind of moisturized treatment, what do I need to use? I've been in the industry for 10 plus years, and I have clients that are presently using my foot care line. It comes with the exfoliation scrub that I mentioned that you need to be using. This has jojoba. This has vitamin E. Those two oils are basically similar to the natural oils that are in our skin. We need to replenish that for ourselves. All right. So the exfoliation, a little bit goes a long way with this. And same thing for this therapeutic foot cream. A little bit goes a long way. I actually have sample sizes. So I encourage you all, because I'm on the internet, I get it. So I want to make sure that you try it and you see what you like. This is a more suggested, this is what I suggest for those of you who are enrolled in the course, Pedicuring 101. I suggest that you get this size. And if you want to just, you're not really sure, I totally get it. Get this size and you will be able to try it, okay? I also have these little Galentine's kits, and it actually comes with the bigger size, which is what I recommend. And then it also comes with your file, your buffer, and your foot file. And then of course, a sweet treat, okay? It comes with a sweet treat. And I give you the instructions on how to use it and make sure that you are good to go. I am so excited to continue to take this journey with you. I'm so excited that you enrolled in this course and that you're going to be sandal ready, okay? You're going to be sandal ready. If you have any further questions, like I mentioned before, don't hesitate to send me a DM. Don't hesitate to send me an email, info@paintedpolish.com. So excited to take this journey with you. Enjoy brunch, okay? Have a wonderful Saturday and happy Black History Month. God bless.